Howdy folks, just got this guy in from Amazon today. It was like something around like $18 or give or take a few dollars. Just so you can see how super simple this is. Fits in my hand like it's literally just less. It's like an ounce or two. Weighs very little. Got 3 sets of screws here. 3 sets of 2. And here you got a little symbol for the solar panel. A positive and negative to the solar, from the solar rather. You got positive and negative to the battery. And then this is a load circuit. And you got a digital screen that reads out, shows you your voltage, and you can switch to see what voltage you've got coming in from the solar panels. It'll handle up to a 24 volt panel. And it automatically detects whether you're 12 or 24 volts on your batteries. Thing to know about this setup is you can connect panels to it and nothing comes on. It won't come on until you connect a battery to it. It'll draw power from the battery to light up the LED screen, and then from there it'll start charging from the solar panel. So it does take a little bit of power to power it up, but really negligible. Gives you 2 USB sockets. You can charge your phone or whatever devices that plug into a 5-volt power supply, and drawing 5 volts off of this system is way more economical than converting it or pulling it from 12 volts and turning it back down to 5 volts. And then, definitely uses less power than running an inverter to 110 volts just to charge a phone that's drawing 5 volts. So anyhow, explain what the load circuit does. The load circuit's programmable, and you can sit here and program from the digital screen what voltage you want it to cut off at and what voltage you want it to come back on at. So the way it works is if your batteries get below the cutoff voltage, it shuts off. And once they come back up, like say I was running a cooler or something that drains a little more power than the rest of like I run LED lights. My anchor light needs to be ran directly off the battery so that it will never shut off unless the battery's completely dead, because that's crucial system. Same with like a bilge pump that like your life depends on. Everything else can run through like an automatic shut off, or but let's say in the interest of keeping my lights on, my lights will run all night if my battery, they're LEDs and they only need, I mean, they say 12 volts, but they'll run on 10 or 9 volts, even down as low as 6 volts. It will still run the LEDs, at least enough for me to be seen and not get ran over by a big boat. So, let's say my cooler is draining a lot of power and it gets down to like say 10 volts. The load circuit is running the cooler. It shuts off. And hopefully my food stays cold overnight because it's nighttime, the sun's not up and it's not that hot. And then the next day when the sun starts hitting the solar panels and it gets above say 14 volts, the cooler comes back on automatically. So the load circuit is drawing a load from the power supply from the battery, but it's regulated. So it shuts on and off at whatever you program it to shut on and off at, which is going to depend on what battery setup you're using. I believe this goes up to 48 volts. I'd have to check. But it's just a basic WPM, and this is how it's set up. So my next step now will be to make a box for this and my switch panel. I have a switch panel for all the lights and all the devices I'll be using. And I need to make a wooden sealed box that I can screw in under the deck here somewhere out of the way where it won't get in the way of me rolling over in my sleep or whatever. But it'll stay dry and out of any rain, or if I get a couple inches of water in there, you know, I got time to bail it out and dry it up, and it's not going to hit that. So it needs to be high up and off to the side, and have a little switch panel. And I'd like to have a little spot to sit my laptop or my phone where it can sit there and charge. I need a little shelf somewhere to connect an inverter and have it sit. So I'll probably put this and the light switches on one side with a little spot for my phone to charge. And then I might make another charging port for the inverter with a 12-volt connection on the other side of the deck. And a little spot where I can stash my laptop in a little waterproof bag. Have a charger and inverter sitting there. I'll figure something out. I got some wooden boxes that are lightweight wood that I can take apart and cut to size and screw together to fit. So that's my next project while I'm waiting on the solar panel to show up. And once the solar panel shows up, I can start making the cover that goes over the top of. It's going to take the place of my hard top. I'm going to make a frame for the solar panel and figure out a way to bolt it down here and make like a roof over the cockpit with the solar panel itself. And I have some slats of 1x3 bamboo wood that will make perfect framing for that and give me something to put some little clips to where I can hook some tarps and block rain from everything that the solar panel doesn't cover, or to hang bug netting from. Because I do be, a lot of times I'll be in areas where it's not raining, there's mosquitoes harassing me. And mosquito netting is crucial. So that's where I'm at. And until next time, you guys have a great day. Captain Kedger signing out.